Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it's time for the Monday Morning Podcast for Monday, September 11th. Never forget, 2023. What's going on? How are ya? How are you? Are you at your job? Do you sit there and feel sad? Why don't you get up and walk out? Because you can't. Because the bankers have you by the balls. It is kind of amazing how money just makes you do shit you don't want to do. Or the fear of not having it. Or the amount of money you owe people. You know? Be nice if you just be like a little kid. Go over there and get in that queue. I don't want to do it. All right. Okay, you don't have to. Why doesn't whining work as an adult? Anyway, here I am. I am in Greece. I've been in Greece for the last couple of days. I'm doing the Acropolis tonight. And then I go home and I get to see my family. And that's what I'm thinking about. I won't be thinking about that when I'm on stage tonight, though, because it's going to be fucking amazing. But I'm not going to lie to you. That's what I was thinking last night before I went to bed. I'm like, this is my last fucking night, tomorrow night, show. And then I'm getting on the plane. I'm fucking going home. It has been an absolutely incredible trip over here. I was joking with the other comics on the tour. I go, I feel like I won the Showcase Showdown on The Price is Right. You know, all these cities and all of this stuff that I have seen. Some of the cities I'd been to before, others I haven't. I can't remember what show I had done the last time I talked to you guys. But I know I talked about Prague. Berlin was fucking amazing. Amazing city. I went down to Checkpoint Charlie. So what's left of the Berlin Wall. And the city just has like a great vibe. You know, those refugees that come in from around the world, I guess, you know, Berlin, Germany is a place where they accept them, which is cool. Helping out other people. Greece does it too, you know. Speaking of money, isn't that fucked up? A bunch of refugees overcrowded on a fucking boat, and then they're out there and they get in trouble, and then countries are like, well, it's going to cost us money to go out there and try to help those people. Hey, you don't give a fuck about other things, do you? They always start talking about money when it's helping goddamn people, but when it's, you know, fucking rubbing the balls of some corporation, they don't give a shit what it does to the rest. I swear to fucking God. Hey, did I call it on that Robert F. Kennedy Jr. shit? I knew they were going to bury that guy. I fucking knew they were going to bury that guy. I love when you're a fucking politician and you actually call out corporations for the absolutely heartless, horrible shit that they're doing to people, and then you immediately get labeled a fringe. You know, he's out on the fringe, which, you know, is just a little buzzword to make it sound like you're fucking crazy. So here's my thing. If you don't like that guy, I get it, you know. There's other people. Like, here's my thing. Why isn't any other politician talking about what the fuck he's talking about? You know? A Democrat or Republican, why aren't any of them talking about how one corporation is trying to buy up all the houses in the United States to become the landlord for everybody and literally take away that part of the American dream? Just out of so if you don't like Robert F. Kennedy and he's fringe and all that, why isn't any other candidate talking about how one company bought up all the fucking pig farms, put all these farmers out of fucking business, turned them into serfs on their own fucking land, and then turned around and sold it to a company in China? All right? Okay, you want to say the guys on the fucking fringe? Why are the rest of them just going around saying nothing? You know why? Because they're already bought and paid for. Every fucking one of them. Every fucking one of these fucking pieces of shit. And the genius is they got everybody looking at the color of ties. Oh, I like those color of ties. They share my values. Is that what your fucking values are? Drives me up the fucking wall. Even though I knew it was coming, it disappoints me every fucking time. I mean, our country is getting so fucking corrupt. Like, they could just openly do this shit. Yeah, we're not counting the delegates and fucking... we're not... Or whatever the fuck. We're not counting them in New Hampshire. I mean... I don't know. You tell me the difference between this and the WWE. If you could tell me that, I will fucking high-five you. Unbelievable. I'm fucking real. Well, what are you going to do? But other than that, you know something? That's why I like traveling. Because I will tell you this, like the people that I've met and just observed sitting around, like I didn't go to any stupid-ass fucking tourist attractions. Tourist attractions are for fucking dumb people and people in relationships, which a lot of times is the same person, right? That's what they're for. You don't fucking do that. If you come over here and you're by yourself, just go fucking sit in a cafe, drink a cup of coffee, watch the shit go by, talk to the locals. Don't go to the dumb thing that everybody's going to. Have you seen the obelisk? Yeah, I can see it from here. I'm not going to stand down here with a bunch of jerk-offs watching the changing of the guard, okay? I get it, right? They do their fucking little show there. They step this way, they step that way. I'm not going to sit 40 fucking deep in obesity. I have a limited amount of fucking time over here, all right? This is why you don't need to see tourist attractions. Because if you notice, the people that live here are not only are they walking by it, they're not even looking at it. You know? I moved to New York City. Do you know I was there for fucking 12 years. You know how many times I went to the Statue of Liberty? Once. I went there once because somebody came to town and they wanted to go, and I was fucking miserable. Who the fuck goes on vacation to stand in line? I'll stand in line after a hurricane when I don't have any bread. I'm not standing in line to look at some shit. Oh, you go in here, we got fucking, Henry VIII's robe. Oh my God, you got to see it. I don't have to see it. I can go online. I can look at a fucking picture of it. It's no different than when somebody is talking about some new TV series. Oh my God, you got to see it. Okay, yeah, it's season 4 just happened. Season 4 just dropped. It's like, wait, I'm 3 seasons behind. Yeah, forget it. I'm not catching up. I'm not catching it. You got it. Oh, come on. The acting's so... I'm sure it is. But you know what? Sometimes in life, you just got to accept the fact that you missed it. I missed it. And then just say to the person, just tell me what happened. No, I don't want to ruin it. You're not ruining it. You are saving me 60 hours of my life. I'm sure it's great. I'm sure the acting is unfucking believable. Just fucking tell me what happened. I did that with... Succession. My wife was watching and everything, and the acting was amazing on it and everything like that, but like it was depressing. I don't want to see a bunch of loveless people just fucking walking around going after money and stabbing each other in the fucking bath. And like, I watched that show for 3 episodes or whatever the fuck I did. And once none of the family members just killed their dad, or nobody just said, you know what, fuck this family. I'm gonna go learn how to skateboard or just go enjoy life. I don't give a fuck. Keep your fucking money. It's so stupid. That keeps bringing me back to that Arnold Schwarzenegger moment when he goes, "Why does a little man need such a big desk? Why does a little man need such a big desk?" Immediately took all that guy's power away. I don't give a fuck about you and your big desk. You want to put me in one of your movies? Fine. If you don't, somebody else will. I'm going to make it either way. I'm not sitting here waiting for you to tap your fucking magic wand on my head and to tell me I can live a fucking life now. Oh, Billy's fucking grumpy today. Old grumpy Bill. That's what he is. So I'm in Greece now. Athens, right? And I'm not going to lie to you. I did walk up to the Acropolis. What I liked about it was there was no line. You just walked around. It was a little line to buy like tickets and stuff like that, but I wanted to, check out the theater, which I thought the theater was the Acropolis. It isn't. It's the theater at the Acropolis. And we went up there, we looked at all of the stuff, and they got all of this shit roped off, where you're not supposed to go in, and some fucking asshole goes in and takes a selfie. Oh, my God, one of the dudes up there goes, hey! He goes, get out of there. He goes, show some respect. Give me a camera. Delete that photo. The guy tried to do another, the piece of shit tried to show him a different photo. Right? And the guy goes, that's not the photo. And he goes, that's the one. Show some respect. And he fucking yelled at him. It was fantastic. It was fucking fantastic. And also that guy, the scarlet letter, that guy should have a scarlet letter on him. That he's that level of a selfish cunt. And that he's also that shallow that he thought anybody on social media was going to give a fuck. That he was 3 feet closer to the fucking thing, than the rest of us. I don't know. I've been learning some shit, though, out here. Greek coffee. So I ordered this Greek coffee. It comes in like the tiniest little glass, so I knew it was going to be strong. And the coffee grounds are at the bottom of it. So I'm sitting there going, I'm toughing it out going, am I supposed to drink all of this? And they were like laughing at me. They go, no, you only drink down to here. You drink like half it, but it was really good. But when I got down to like the fucking coffee grounds, I felt like I was eating oysters when, except there was no oyster in there, when you get like the sand. But anyways, the vibe here in Greece is fucking incredible. It's like you're the halfway point. It feels like half Italy, half Turkey. You know what I mean? You got like going out towards Italy vibe, and then you got going towards Turkey vibe. So the food is fucking incredible. And then there was so many street musicians that were Arab and playing all their type of music and everything. Man, it was fucking amazing. Fucking amazing. And it made me want to keep going eventually at some point in my life. Keep going east. And, kind of following that music and those people and all of that. It's just really, really, really cool vibe. Yeah, it made me think of that drummer, Yusef Days, because I think I want to say he's part Turkish or whatever, and all the different influences in his music, and like sort of hearing a little bit of that as I was walking down the street. It was really incredible. And I'll tell you, Athens looked nothing like I thought it was going to look like. My idea was it was all those fucking islands that they show where all the buildings are white and there's people living their best lives, vacation. I'm actually in the city where people work and shit, and it is crowded as hell this time of year. And what's funny is I was going to rent a scooter. I always say I'm going to rent a scooter. I never get around to it. I'm like, I got to ride a Vespa in fucking Europe, Ciao, America, right? Fucking do that shit. And so Club Soda Kenny inquired about it, and 2 people immediately said, don't do that. Don't do that. And I go, the streets are very dangerous to drive, and I wouldn't do that, right? And so we land in Athens, and driving to the hotel, we see there's an accident. Some guy went down on a bike, and they were putting him in the back of the ambulance. You saw he was all scraped up and bloody and all that. It looked like he was going to be all right. And I was like, well, there you go. And then we got into the city, and it's what's funny. When you're in the crosswalk, they don't stop. They slow down, and you definitely become really aware of your legs. It's the first thing you're thinking about. Like, that car's going to fucking hit me right in the side of my femur. But anyway, it's just been really, amazing. Couple of protests out here. I didn't know what they were talking about or anything. And one night, the first night we hung out in this park, and it reminded me of Washington Square Park or like Union Square in like 1995 in New York City. It was just like a bunch of young kids. They had their music going. Kids were playing soccer, football, whatever the fuck they call it over here. Just young people hanging out, socializing, trying to figure themselves out and anything. And we would just fucking hang. We just posted up over in the corner and just sort of took it in, man. It was fucking amazing. It was really, really amazing. And before I got here, we were in Budapest, which I think are the best comedy crowds in Europe. I mean, they're just fucking unbelievable. They're unbelievable. Anything goes. They don't give a shit. They fucking laugh at everything. And I play this great venue. It's the second time I played it. And, last time I was there, it's the winter time, and I had a sore throat or something like that. And one of the promoters' moms was a nurse and had gotten me some medicine. And she remembered, and I came back, and she had left a note and gave me the same medicine in case I was sick again. It was really fucking cool. And before that, we were in Stockholm, Sweden. Oh, Budapest, by the way, I got some of the best fucking coffee I'd ever had. One of the guys over here that works for Live Nation, Barang, Bang Bang Barang. One of my favorite people in the fucking world. He, every place he goes, he tries to find the best of whatever he's doing. Whatever restaurant, coffee, whatever it is you're trying to do, he goes out. It's funny. It's almost like, the 2 Chainz show that he had, most expensivest. I was saying, it's like, dude, you need to host a show like that. Except rather than expensive, it's the best, because he's more geared towards the best rather than how much it costs, which usually is one and the same. But he found this place to get coffee when we were in Budapest. By the way, we did do another touristy thing, but only because there was no line. We went on the Ferris wheel at Budapest. It was the smoothest running thing ever. And if you don't have time to see the fucking city, when we saw the shit, we just, I walked, we looked at it or whatever. But like, I can't do the line thing. Do you know when we were in Berlin? Yeah, we saw, I don't know what it's called, but it's that, the bust, like the head, a famous, sorry, I'm fucking still jet lagged here, that famous fucking, I don't know what you call it, piece of artwork. It's like the Mona Lisa of Egypt that the Germans stole when they were fucking occupied Northern Africa in World War II. Which is just fucking amazing to me, man. Like, somebody's telling me, he goes, dude, if you want to see some of the biggest crimes ever, go in the basement of the Vatican. It's like they've stolen more goddamn shit there. And the reason that they did it is beyond just greed, because it's worth something. They wanted to steal people's culture so they didn't know, of their accomplishments. So it could seem like the side that the Catholic Church was on was this more advanced, smart people. It is the most evil fucking shit. That's what kills me. The Pope sits there and gives all those speeches and say, don't you think in 2023 at some point they could give that shit back and be like, look, it was a long time ago. It was wrong. And we've now progressed in thought that we understand how horrible this is to do to a different race or culture or whatever. So here is this stuff after centuries. Like, what are they hanging on to it for? What, are you going to sell it at a fucking yard sale? You're not doing anything with it. It's a bunch of clutter. Maybe you could fucking get rid of it. You know, put a workout room down there, maybe a home theater. Instead of having just a bunch of priceless stuff that's not yours. How do you go up there and fucking say mass? Thou shalt not steal. And all of that stuff. You shall not covet. You fucking... I don't know. It is kind of funny that they got a bunch of stolen goods there on the other side, too. Like some fucking common criminal. I need a fence, man. I got to unload this shit. The heat is coming down on me, man. Anyway, what else? What else did I do? I did Stockholm, Sweden. I had a great time there. Highlight of that trip, other than the incredible crowd that showed up, I got to play this arena over there, and it was all like red on the inside and everything. It kind of was giving me like Royal Albert Hall type of vibes, and the crowd was incredible. But my favorite part, initially it was sad, because when I got there, I was staying right around the corner from the first hotel I stayed at. Like, that's my fifth time there. And there was a hotel that I stayed in the first time, the Burr Hotel. It's the Burr something or other. I stayed there with the lovely Nia. And, you know, God, that was like 2009, I think. And, you know, it was such a fun trip because Nia's always wanted to, you know, since she was a little girl, wanted to travel and everything, and getting to do that with her and seeing how excited she was with every country that we were going to, and her trying to, like, you know, check stuff out. So first I saw that and I was sad. But then I kind of walked around, found some beautiful parks and stuff, you know, just walking around. I literally didn't go in anywhere. Remember a long time ago, I looked at that big ship that had sunk, that they raised up, but I was also staying there for like 5 days or something. But I ended up sort of finding this this coffee shop that I went into, and the guy in there was Italian, and there was a few Italian people in there, so he was speaking Italian to them, and then he was speaking Swedish to the regulars, and then he spoke English to me. I was like, Jesus Christ, these fucking people over here. How much room is in their brain? So anyway, I missed all the NFL football. Shout out to Paul Verzi calling the Lions against the Chiefs. I have no idea. I don't even know if my Pats won. I heard that they were giving them a good game, though. Let's look it up here. Let's go to the fucking ticker. Where are we here? Let's see. Pats. Patriots. Oh, they lose a heartbreaker. 25-5. And the Eagles covered. The Eagles covered. And I stayed away from that game. I was thinking about it. Oh, I was thinking about it. And I was going to take the Eagles because I think the Patriots are actually going to have a good season, but I also feel like it's one of those deals where, you know, you're not just going to come out of the gate way better than you were last year. I think we're going to start a little slow, but I think by the end of October, beginning of November, people are not going to want to play us. That's what I'm hoping is going to happen. But we shall see. Oh, tonight, is the fucking Jets versus the Bills, I believe. And I can't fucking get any football over here. I know it's on YouTube, and all I got to do is just fucking sign up. I just haven't gotten around to doing it. I got to be honest with you, the fucking NFL really annoys me. Where they go, yeah, you can be on YouTube. You don't have to stick some dish on the side of your house. It's like, well, you didn't fucking say that, 15 years ago when you went to DirecTV. Why the fuck would you say that? And you don't have to stick some dish on the side of the house. Like, do you think I'm so dumb that I don't remember that you already did that? That you didn't fucking give a shit 15 years ago? Here's one for you. How long do you think the NFL is going to ignore that study that they did over in Europe? You know those fields that they have where they have the recycled tires there? Those recycled tires have lead in them, and they're finding that they have this higher than normal level of cancer with football players in Europe, meaning soccer to fellow Americans, and specifically the goalkeeper who, dives around on it. So now they're making that illegal over there. And you fucking watch how long it takes them to get rid of that shit over here in America. You fucking watch, because all the corporate cunts have infiltrated any sort of watch group in our government. They just were like, what is the group that is watching us making our lives miserable? Let's get one of our guys in there and they will approve everything. Oh, Bill, you're bringing the fucking rain clouds today. I am bringing that, because every fucking 4 years I just watch, and it's specifically, lately, it's been the goddamn Democratic Party, the fucking Democrats, the bleeding heart liberals. Yeah, we know you fucking wanted Bernie Sanders, but go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. You're getting Hillary Clinton. Oh, we know you wanted Bernie again. Go fuck yourself. You're getting this guy with dementia. Oh, we know this guy, Robert, F. Kennedy Jr., we know he's going to do well, and go fuck yourself. But we're liberal, and we believe in democracy. And by the way, fuck all you Democrats who are going to go, the guy can't win. It's a wasted vote. You're a wasted vote. You're a wasted vote because you keep voting for these fucking corrupt pieces of shit. And then you got the convenient out of blaming the other colored tie. And they're the reason for all the fucking problems. It's like the God complex. That's not a God complex. It's like God. God has the convenience of the devil. God created the devil so he would have a fucking excuse when he made a serial killer. I 100% believe that. That fucking stupid thing. God gave us freedom of choice. He doesn't give you freedom of choice when he makes you fucking mentally ill and you're going around eating other human beings. There's something fucking wrong with you. From the day you're born, there's something fucking wrong with you. Coming out of the fucking barn. Right? Fucking mad dog. Mad dog. And he gets, it was the devil. No, dude, it was you. It was you. All right, well, I don't know. I don't have any in my fucking advertising, so I don't really know what I'm supposed to talk about here. I will tell you this. I found there's a movie I want to see. There's a town I know where the hipsters go called Bedrock. Boo-doo-doo. Twist. I don't know why I'll never get that song out of my fucking head. Hang on a second. Where is it? I took a picture of it. Why does it do that? Why does this? Like how I blame the phone when I just did that. You know when you're scrolling through your photos and then it just fucking did it again. Fuck this fucking goddamn phone. Why can't you fucking scroll through the fucking pictures anymore? It then turns them into days. I don't remember what fucking day it was on. Jesus Christ. These fucking goddamn phones, I swear to God, I can't fucking do anything on them, but the amount of shit I can accidentally do is astounding. I can't close a fucking window until I'm trying to film something, right? And then my phone like slips in my hand a little bit, and somehow like the fucking meat below my pinky finger slams right down on the X and stops fucking recording. Or hits the stop button, whatever it is. Whatever, people. I've just been on tour too long. I'm in a bad fucking mood. I'm going to be in a great mood tonight when I go out there. I've been joking around with the waiters and waitresses here. Kind of a little hit or miss, not going to lie to you. So I'm thinking that it's going to be, the vibe's going to be more like Stockholm than Budapest, which were both amazing crowds, but two completely different like rhythms. Where Budapest, I can be more like in American mode, and then Stockholm, like Helsinki, places like that, like they're super fucking polite. So they laugh, and then they want to shut up because they want to hear what you're going to say next, and they don't want to be rude. It's really amazing. It's like, it's just looking at them like, they still make people like you? I didn't know they made people this fucking polite. It's incredible. Have I mentioned, by the way, how windy it's been here in Athens? Which really, I got to be honest with you, in a lot of ways reminds me of Los Angeles. It has like an LA vibe where there's just like so many fucking people here that like, you know, the Mediterranean Sea we were seeing was like 8 miles away, but it's a 40-minute drive, you know, and we all live in Los Angeles. So like, oh, it's one of those. There was actually somebody made a fucking hilarious video about living in LA and when people come to visit, like how they just don't understand, you know, how long it takes to get somewhere in Los Angeles. And they'll just be like, yeah, I figured we'd go to like the Griffith Park Observatory and then we'd head over to Malibu and hit the beach. And it's just, wait, what? You think we're doing that in one fucking day? Either one of those things is going to be all fucking... those things are separate days. And there might have to be a day in between them because you don't want to fucking sit in traffic again. I kind of feel like Greece is like that, but I don't know. I'm going to walk the streets today because I saw a couple of drummers, and I'm hoping I'm going to see some more with that... The whole Middle Eastern vibe, Turkey, Armenia, all of that good shit. They got those cymbals that sound fucking amazing, and then they're just playing these rhythms that, you know, I've only heard a little bit living out in the West, man. It's fucking cool as shit. All right, I don't know what else I can talk about here because I don't have my advertising, and then I also don't have the questions here. Answer the question. Oh, by the way, I missed the whole U.S. Open. I did see the clip. That woman won her first major or whatever, man. Fucking sports is just the best. You know what I mean? I understand why. I guess people watch like reality shows and just watch those fights and all of that dumb shit. But like, if you just want to see like genuine emotion that's not assisted reality, just like watching how fucking like happy and overwhelmed. Can you imagine that? Winning a major? Especially tennis too. That is such a brutal fucking game. Like some of those men's matches go like 5 fucking hours. You play 5 hours running around, starting and stopping in the fucking sun. You lose a 5-set heartbreaker. And you just got to go fucking lay down in your hotel room bed thinking about that shit and shaking it off and continuing on the tour. Like the level of how tough you have to be mentally, you know? They're always talking about golf, how fucking tough you have to be mentally golf. Get the fuck out of here. Walking up to your ball, looking around. Yeah, that's it, man. You know, you just have to... It's all that thinking. It's just like... I swear to God. Reminds me of some of the shit you hear like fucking, I'm not going to go down that road. Come on, Bill. You took the mushrooms. You let go of some of that shit. Anyway, what the fuck was I just going to talk about? Oh, I know. Like, that Deion Sanders stuff. How great is it that he won like that first game and everything, you know? And everybody, you know, a lot of people, not everybody. I know that they got to bring up the racist assholes, but I also want to say to Deion that me and all of my friends are white guys in our 50s, and all we're doing is sharing all these speeches that you're making and everything. We think it's fucking great, so we're not all bad. But I also have to know that the guy does have a point when he's saying that they don't like it because he's a black guy. Him being all confident and all this shit. It's 100% fucking true. Because you tell me what is the difference between the stuff he's saying and what Rex Ryan said when he was coaching the Jets. The fucking media loved Rex Ryan. They love a guy like that that's just going to say what he's thinking and give him all these great quotes. Like a coach like that, a head coach like that, just literally writes the article for him. They have an easy day talking to that guy. So, like, why when Deion does it, is it now a fucking problem? I mean, what is the difference? Which, by the way, is why sports writers fucking hate Bill Belichick, because he knows what they're doing. It's like, I'm not going to give you some bulletin board material. I'm not saying shit. It's like, hey, Coach Belichick, you're playing the worst fucking team in the history of football next week. You think you're going to have a nice, easy win? He's like, you know, it's a game just like any other game. And we're going to approach it that way. And that's what we always do, and that's what we plan on doing. And then the sports writers are like, fuck, man, I can't get fucking 5 columns out of that. I was hoping you were going to agree with what I said so then I could do an easy article saying Bill Belichick does not respect the blah, blah, blah. Anyways, Alabama, the dream ended early this year. But for some reason with college football, it's not about the amount of losses you have. It's about when you lose. So I always crack up whenever Alabama loses. I always picture Mrs. Saban just fucking going off to their vacation house. Just like, honey, I don't want to be around this, okay? I don't want to be, you know you're going to turn the season around. You're Alabama. You're fucking Nick Saban. I'm not going to be sitting here as you're shooting me looks like I dropped that pass in the flat, all right? Just enough. Okay? I do support you. I do support you, but at some point I have to choose myself. Oh, my God. I cannot wait to get home to see my kids. I cannot wait. I've been FaceTiming with them and everything, but it's just not the same. I am coming home and I am fucking dropping my bags and getting down on the floor and fucking wrestling with them for like 40 to 45 minutes. And then I'm going to unpack. I cannot wait to see them. Billy French Face is getting back into his French again after taking like, you know, a leisurely 6 month. My brain just got tired. I got frustrated. And now I'm finding with this Pimsleur that you don't necessarily have to do like the lessons. You know, if your brain gets tired, if you get overwhelmed, you've gotten too much information in them. If you just do like the practice things and turn them into like flashcards, you can get it going again. And then you can listen to people talk. I also been listening to the radio. It's been another good thing about traveling and all these people not speaking a language that I speak, that I understand, is you get really good at reading body language. And, which, of course, Nia could do right out of the gate. She just fucking... I remember one time we were in France, we were ordering in French, and I ordered a steak, and I was so proud of myself. I said hello to the guy. I said what I wanted to drink, and I ordered a steak, all in French. And then he said something to me, and I didn't know what it meant. And the waiter was having fun with us because he appreciated that we were trying to learn the language, right? And I didn't know what he said after I ordered the steak. And Nia, of course, immediately goes, did you ask him how he wants it cooked? And he was like, oui, madame, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, of course that's what the fuck he asked me. But I'm so busy, fucking trying to, in a one-dimensional way, understand this guy, which is listen to what he's saying and try and pick out some words. Nia, who's a total, vibes person, who, by the way, has the greatest vibe of anybody I've ever met. She can try to understand on 3 levels at the same time. She was listening to what he was saying, was thinking, well, what usually comes next, and then was also watching his body language. And yeah, it's actually fucking annoying how good she is at it. All right, I got to get some breakfast here. I am going to see if I can... for some reason, I'm not getting the questions or anything like that. This might be a short podcast this week. A little Monday morning podcast slider, which, by the way, if you haven't checked it out yet, we put out the Bill Burr Live at the Troubadour Part 3. Troubadour! And I'm really, really proud of it. We did a great job. Andrew Themelis, the Greek freak, did a great job. Did a 3-camera shoot or something like that. And people have been saying it's as funny as any of my stand-up specials. It's totally for free. It is a podcast. I know it kind of looks like I'm doing stand-up. I was just doing what I'm doing right now, but I was just walking around and there was a crowd to feed off of. And it kind of came off like I was doing stand-up, but it is a podcast. That's, not me doing stand-up. It's just a podcast, but it kind of comes off like that, which I'm very happy with. And a lot of people are trashing the crowd. The crowd is not mic'd, all right? There's no way I could do an hour and 50-something minutes in front of a crowd that wasn't giving it up. And then also people's, idea of LA crowds. Yeah, you got to go out to LA. It's just, if you go into Hollywood, it's going to be super liberal. But once, I say this all the time, once you get out of it, it isn't. It's this, it gets pretty hardcore to the right, pretty goddamn fast. So, by the way, I forgot this. One night I was hanging out. It was me, Kenny, and Bianca, and we were hanging out. And we were at the hotel. And there was a bunch of Americans there. They were at a wedding, and they had a Greek-themed wedding, so they were all walking around looking like fucking, emperors and shit or whatever. Like they were wearing the white fucking onesie with the leaves, that go around your head, And Bianca was rolling her eyes going, oh my God, why the fuck would you do that? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm going, that's not cultural appropriation. I mean, they're all it's white people, it's Greek people. What are we doing here? Blah, 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 blah. And I wasn't hearing what she was saying. She was saying it's going to fucking, they're turning a wedding into Disneyland or whatever. And I was defending these fucking people. And then they started, because we'd seen them in the hotel, right? But then, when we were, late at night, when the wedding was happening, where we were, hanging out, was having a coffee, they were having a, glass of wine or something. People started walking in and out. And, oh, my God, I've never been so wrong for so fucking long. Just, I can't even explain it, man. This one woman walked by, and she was talking to her friends. She goes, what can I say? I'm a good time. Or what can I say? We're a good time. And then I saw her husband at some point, and he had done the Greek theme thing, but he wore a Hawaiian shirt instead, just to let him know that, we still know how to party. We might be older, but we still know how to party. Oh, it was really bad. It was fucking bad. And I died on that hill, man. I defended that party for the better part of a fucking hour. And then the last 3 hours we were hanging out because people were getting drunker and louder. And they just kept walking by. And it was just one fucking shit show after another. And I don't know. It was a fun night. I'm sure everybody there had like a good time. I don't even remember the point I was trying to make about it. Like, they can do that if they want to do it. Whatever. They're having fun. And then after a while, I was like, nah, no. It was like an episode of The Office. And everyone was Steve Carell. Just completely, like, fucking clueless, man. It was really funny. But, yeah, I met so many cool people. I met these people from Arizona. Oh, I didn't tell you this. Oh, this is the best. I was hanging out, right, smoking a cigar after I told you guys I quit him for the umpteenth time. But when I get back to the States, oh, Jesus, Bill. I'm going to put him down for a while. So I was hanging out, and I was watching the World Cup of basketball. And I think it was Germany versus Slovakia. I think. I'm not sure. And I saw a couple of NBA players, current NBA players playing in it. Germany won. It was a fucking great game. And we're in there. And there's this guy where English is his second language. He's talking, I guess the team he wanted to win wasn't winning. And he was bitching about, the guy makes 100 million euros. Like, just instead of saying dollars. So that was already cool, listening to him bitching about how many fucking euros somebody was making. But at one point, it was funny. He was by himself, and there was like a four-top next to him. And for all of them, they all spoke a different language, but English was the common language. And the broken English that was coming out was fucking hilarious. That guy was bitching about how many euros people were making. I swear to God. Somebody asked him what he did for a living, and he goes, me, I work in a computer. I work in a computer. He almost had it. I work in computers. He almost had it. But he said, I work in a computer. And I was laughing about that for like a fucking hour. Possibly the most miserable job you could have on the planet would be to work in a computer. Me, I work in a computer. And he was saying, because you could tell he was proud of his job. I don't know, maybe it was one of those things he had to be there. But that and the German guy, the guy in Berlin, were my two favorite interactions. Where, where's the bathroom? Oh, that is easy. You see the marble staircase? You go down and you're already there. You go down the stairs and then you are already there. That is, I don't know what it is about. It's so fucking silly that you're already there. I'm gonna fucking be doing that with Nia, and it's gonna make her laugh because she loves silly jokes. But then I love making her laugh, so I'll keep fucking doing it. And then it's going to start to annoy her, and she's going to be like, all right, you need to stop doing that. And then that'll be the next level of the comedy because now I know that it's fucking annoying her. And those are the things that I miss. So anyway, we got to fly in Billy fucking jumper seat. I got to sit up front and watch these guys do a landing. They had the Garmin 5000. And, I was just watching them. I was psyched. I knew exactly what was going on as far as, like, their instrument plan. I still remember that, and flying to the fixes. And then all of a sudden they divert as we get near the airport. And I'm like, okay, there's got to be somebody bigger and faster coming in. So now they want us behind them. They're vectoring us around. We get back to the whatever the fuck you call it, the flight path to land. And I was just seeing, like, it was fun to be up there to see the speed that they have to land at. It was a little jet that we landed in, and I was really, it was right around like 125 knots they landed at. And then I was really impressed with how quickly they could stop it. It's not like those big fuckers, like a fat guy running down the hill. That's what's like trying to stop a fucking jumbo jet. The smaller ones, it's really, they can I don't know. I was impressed. I thought we were going to have to use like 3/4 of the runway. The guy like barely used a third of it and just fucking banged the left and we were like right off of it. But just being able to like read those screens and all of that stuff. And then like when they were taking off, I was sitting up there too. And just like their how fast that fucking thing can climb. They were saying on a cold day, it could do as well as upwards of 7,000 feet per minute. I mean, that's just fucking... Me in a little helicopter, I'm psyched if I can get like 600 feet per minute. These fucking guys just... You know what? Anybody out there listening, fly one of them fighter jets? One of them there fighter jets? I would love to know what your climb rate is, because I've seen that. I've gone to, been to as a comedian. We always do shows for troops and stuff, and then they give us these amazing tours and stuff. I've been to, I think I went to one in Arizona coming up again. And I watched this guy take off in a fighter jet, and he's taking it off, and it looks normal, and then he just pulls back on the stick and just goes straight up and just disappeared. I mean, it looked like he was flying like 7,000 feet a second. Like that Chuck Yeager stuff. So if anybody out there flies for the military, what is the climb rate of one of those fighter jets? It's so unbelievable that they have dog fights in those things. And literally I believe those jets can do things that the human body can't even take, which is crazy to me. Because I've heard stories of guys doing stuff like, they try to hold, they do that breathing thing where they try to hold their, self really tight so that, and the suit squeezes so the blood doesn't go to their extremities, goes down to their feet and they just pass out. There's been stories of fighter pilots in dogfights passing out from the G's and then waking up a few seconds later, and they shook the guy so they don't die. And then they're like, oh, fuck, I'm flying a plane and somebody's trying to kill me. Like, how do you get back into that? Like, coming up off the couch. You ever just fall asleep, you're like watching TV, and then you're starting to come around and you forget what day it is or where you're at? Especially if you do the road. Like, am I home right now or am I in fucking Des Moines, And then it's like that feeling, but you wake back up in a dogfight. You're in an airplane and somebody's trying to shoot you out of the fucking sky. It's incredible. Anyway, I will be telling you guys about my show, first stand-up show that they've ever done at the theater at the Acropolis in Athens, Greece. I cannot fucking believe, to be honest with you, I've been really downplaying this, that I'm going to get to do this. Yeah, it's just another one of those things that this was never on the radar of something that I ever would think was possible. So thank you before the show, beforehand here, to everybody in Greece that is coming out to this show. It's going to be fucking amazing. I can already feel it. I know. Yeah, it's going to be a magical night. All right, that's it. That is the podcast. I gave you 54 minutes here. All right, cut me some slack with the last 6 minutes. I will talk to you guys later. Actually, you know what? At some point, Andrew's going to send me the read, so it'll get up to an hour. So there you go. There's your fucking podcast. It wasn't a slider. All right? It was a main course there. That's it. Go fuck yourselves. And I got to sign up for the NFL on YouTube now that I've made fun of them for the 9 millionth time. All right. I'll check in on you on Thursday.